testing something. I may be completely screwing it up and going places that I don't want to be going to. We shall see. Going live here. Oh, it's not working? What? Oh, no, there it is. Just took a minute. Okay. But it is landscape. So you shouldn't be landscape. So that's landscape. This is also landscape, which it should not be. Oh, crap. I am... Where am I live? I see comments now coming in. I'm not supposed to be live. Why are you seeing me live? Oh, 17 watching now. Great. I am totally testing things. I apologize. I really did not intend to go live publicly. I'm working on some YouTube videos about RTMP and about vertical and landscape live streaming, and I was just verifying a couple of things, which I was trying a few different ways of doing some things that I want to train you guys on that I used to do, but I haven't done in a while, so I was just like verifying everything. Totally raw, like I'm not yeah. Anyway, hi on a Sunday. I'm over here contenting, and I wasn't supposed to be live, but that's okay. This is part of it because I needed to know what would what path and which, like, I'm not going to tell you what I'm doing exactly, but I needed to figure out, like, if I do X, will it result in the thing that I want to accomplish, or if I do Y, will both things, or will one not? And I just went live a few minutes ago successfully, so now I know which path to take and which one you should not. So whoops. Hi everyone, how is everybody's Sunday? So, you know, forget my test. Creator Classroom, you did, so now you're stuck with us apparently. Yes. Wait, hold on, I'm probably on Instagram too. I think actually no, so I'm on Instagram, but I chose the private. I definitely chose private on Instagram. So, yeah. Alaska, I'm waiting for vertical to clear for me. Wait, hold on. Alaska, what do you mean? What do you mean you're waiting on vertical to clear for me? So I've already created two videos for my YouTube channel today on the whole vertical YouTube live streaming stuff. I'm working on a third video about it. There's so many different angles to take with this. And so my question to you is, how often, like, how much do you want to know? Like, do you want to know all of the things? Because I have like 6 different videos I could put out about that particular topic. I'm also working on some Facebook groups, if you're using Facebook groups, content as well today. So I am in full content mode today. I cannot believe it's already 2:17. And so yes, exactly. So yes, it's me tools. That is one of my primary videos that I'm working on right now, and why this test went live on accident. It was not supposed to, but I wanted to know for sure, if I click X button, will it result in a public live stream when I did not want it to, and it did. So now I know, and I will keep you guys on the right track for doing the right thing at the right time, regardless of how you want to go about this. If you want to stream to Instagram and YouTube at the same time, you absolutely can, but I wanted to create like a really strong tutorial on how to do that. So yeah, who's like, you're probably watching the Super Bowl. Well, maybe not if you're watching me. Y'all are, I don't know who's watching the Super Bowl. I just found out about the Super Bowl thing. I didn't know today was that. Instead, I'm over here in the studio creating content, and I just sat down beside Abby, who's sleeping up a storm right now, so that I can, yeah, figure all this out and make sure that I give you the right thing to do. Thank you, UK. All right, Alaska Gold Hunter. I usually do live on TikTok, and that's what I am ready for, vertical form. Okay, so Alaska, you can absolutely do vertical on YouTube. You actually have always been able to, or for quite a long time, you've always been able to. But what changed this week was that YouTube vertical is now showing up in the shorts feed for the viewers. So you've always been able to put out vertical lives, and for an experimental section of people who were in this beta, they were for the last 6 months able to watch your content on the shorts, or see the content on your shorts feed and the vertical live feed. Those are two different things, which one of my video is going to go into detail on. But now you can actually, now everybody can see it, so it's out of experimental mode. The Super Bowl of Canada. do y'all not have like a hockey team Super Bowl? Super hockey? I don't know. I don't know that much about sports in other countries, or even this country. Classic Mac, hey, how are you? Nice to see you. Creator Classroom, I know the answer now. So if you just joined, this is a test. I was not supposed to go live publicly, but I clicked one button that I think y'all will likely click the wrong button as well. That's why I'm doing a tutorial on it. So I'm just testing out things before I shoot this one video. But yeah, thanks for the time you take on this training. Kenneth, you're very welcome. I muted TV because I saw you go live. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for interrupting the Super Bowl. That was not my intention. But yeah, it's Super Bowl now. That's funny. My wife said they're playing football at the Usher concert. That's how important it is to her. Oh, wow. Is Usher doing the midsection concert? Halftime show. That's what it's called. Obviously, I'm the football expert. You should ask me any questions that you want about football, and I am your go-to resource about football midsection concerts and all things football. So now we know something new about me. Oh, the Stanley Cup is hockey. America wins. Oh, poor Canada. Oh, that's funny. Soup or bowl? That's funny. Do you want soup or a bowl? Do you want a cup of soup or a bowl of soup? I don't know. It's not accident, it's testing. Yes. I'm a professional when it comes to streaming, and that means I'm going to hit all the wrong buttons in order to find the right ones just for you. I do accidental streaming just for you. And then we get to hang out on a Sunday, because why the hell not, right? All the best for research. Yes, It's Me Tools says, it's so funny when YouTube Shorts vertical announcement was made, I went straight to your channel to see if there was a video about it. The LSP brand is branding. Nice. So here, like, I got like really 6 months ago, vertical lives, the ability for it to be in the shorts feed was announced, and it was in such a small like experiment beta that I did a whole stream about it. But that was 6 months ago. Things have changed. It's now public, and that was like a first look, and so it wasn't a really strong tutorial. Yet I noticed this week with this announcement, my analytics on that video went shoop. And so I was like, crap, I gotta get one out the door. Like, I got a new video out the door ASAP. So that's what I was working on today. I was gonna work on it yesterday, but it was sunny outside, and I decided to chase the sun because that's what Abby and myself do. And so I decided to work on it today when it's raining. Hey, Marianne, great to see you. And now I have footage to go out there. Yes, exactly. Hey, Sammy, great to see you as well. Sammy's not watching football. Creator Classroom, you don't believe that, Luria? About me being the primary football Super Bowl expert to come to ask all your questions. I don't know if that's what you're referring to, but midsection concert. Y'all, there's just no excuse for me. Just no excuse. It says it's waiting for 24 hours. Wait, what? What are we talking about? Oh, Alaska, you've never streamed on YouTube? That's why. So you have to, what I'm going to guess is now that you want to stream vertical on YouTube, you do have a 24-hour waiting period for your YouTube live. So you have to like sign up for YouTube Live, and then you have 24 hours before you can actually hit the go live button. Twitch also does that. I don't think any other platforms do that, but yeah. I'm creating content while everyone else is watching football. Me too, Sammy. Me too. Oh, that's funny. Creator. What Stanley Cup joke? Wait, hold on. I missed a joke. Hold on. Classic Mac says Stanley Cup is also the latest drinking trend. Wait, what? Is it really? If you're just watching, oh my gosh, you guys, go watch the football. Go watch the Super Bowls. Go watch something interesting. I am just testing. I'm creating content. And I've been in my studio. I've gotten 2 videos done today. Proud of me. Hello. And I'm working on my 3rd, but I was just verifying some settings and some button clicking processes. Step 1, step 2, step 3, so I can create a video for you guys. And then I went live, and everybody was like, hi. Mark Lowry was the first one to say hi, and I was like, shoot, I'm live. It was supposed to be private. It's a trend? That is so strange. So strange. Yeah, Renee, I totally stole your word. I liked, you put this on a video on your creator liaison, get with the contenting. I'm totally stealing that. I hope that's okay. Go watch it, Marcus. I'm not even going to say that out loud. Hey, Brian, good to see you. Stanley Cup is the latest drinking mug trend that everyone is going crazy over, Stanley being the brand name. There's a drinking mug trend. This is what I did not understand. I still don't understand it. What's a drinking mug trend? Like that you're using a specific Stanley mug to drink out of? Now I'm going to have to go on a whole TikTok squirrel disastrous mode just to figure out what this trend is that you're talking about. Okay. So we have some real questions coming in. I see that a bunch of people did decide to not come to me for the latest Super Bowl answers by the view count going down. They wanted to watch something actually interesting. But I love all of you for staying around that hour. Anyway, Kira, I have not used the ATEM HD8 ISO. We have used as a team the ISO Pro and all of the big ones, but I don't use it a lot myself in my studio. But we do a lot of studio builds and a lot of events on our done for you service side of the business. And so if you have a particular question, I'm certainly happy to ask and see if I can find the answer for you. But I don't use that one myself in my own studio. But that one you should be able to stream directly from, if that's your question. Creator, am I in the dark about Stanley Cups? I've heard of the Stanley Cup, and Renee said that earlier. It was the I'm just embarrassing myself. The hockey version of the Super Bowl, I guess. But I have a Stanley Cup, a mug, like this big old mug that's gigantic that I drink out of every day. I don't know. I'm really embarrassing myself right now. Oh, Super Bowl doesn't start until 6:30? Boy, that's late. That's late. Contenting is for everyone. Cool. You don't mind me stealing your word. Yay. Stanley Mug is famous on TikTok and YouTube Shorts thing. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm going to look it up. People are just buying them and using them as status symbols. And if you don't have one, you're not cool. So kids pressure their parents to buy them. And the prices are going up. Oh, so I have this, like I said, I have this big, massive one that I drink out of. And now I understand. I got a comment. Somebody said, wink, wink, nice Stanley cup, Luria. And I was like, cool, isn't it nice? I had no idea this was like a thing. It was given to me by a friend. And so, yeah, I didn't know. But now I'm going to be like timid about putting it on camera. Okay. Classic. Using a specific drinking mug. Okay. Lineups at Walmart to buy them. And if you don't have one, the other kids are mean to you. People are weird. People are weird. Wow. I don't like to be part of the status symbol trends. So I'm not going to put that on camera anymore. I thought that guy was just being funny, to be honest. I do a vlog channel and did a live Q&A while baking cookies, which worked well. Any suggestions what I could do live? So you do a vlog channel. So vlog content is honestly, it makes perfect sense that baking cookies Q&A was a total hit for your audience. So I call them life streams, where you are doing things like life. You're walking the dog out at the park. You're doing whatever in your life, and you're connecting with your audience. That's what vertical live streams on YouTube are going to be finally great for. I've never recommended doing live streams on a YouTube channel like mine, where it's like tutorial based. But I've always said, like, do that on Instagram or Facebook or where else. But yeah, so you could totally do behind the scenes. You could show people, like, people love to know what kind of camera stuff you're using for your vlogs. Anything related to your content. But yeah, if you're doing vlogs already, it's kind of about your life. So that kind of content works spectacularly well. It also depends on what else you want to help people do, or if it's really just about connecting with a community. So really think about that from what kind of content you're creating live. And lives are really just about connection and audience building, right? Hello from Israel. ABL, nice to see you again. What's the test? So it wasn't supposed to go live. So I apologize for the Sunday interruption, but hey, I'm glad to just get to hang out with you. I'm working on some videos about the vertical live streams. I already have 2 created. Those are already in production, or actually done, ready for edit. But I'm working on a 3rd about streaming to different platforms with different aspect ratios, or if you want to go live in the YouTube Shorts feed or the live vertical feed, and landscape mode on your YouTube page like normal, you could totally do that as well. So I'm working on a tutorial about that. I wanted to verify one thing that I was saying in my step-by-step tutorial, and then I accidentally went live and hit the wrong button. So there we go. Here we are, hanging out on Super Bowl Sunday together. Let's see. Just got a super chat. Thank you, Jason. I don't know if you heard that, but I'm not using any, like, I'm literally sitting on my couch right now. But the super chat alert went off on my production computer because that's open right now since I'm creating content. Let's see. I would rather buy some gear for filming than it's a $50 cup for sure. Absolutely. Kira, what do I think about the Blackmagic Studio cameras, 4K and 6K? If you want to use cameras for your own, I think Sony cameras are better because they have autofocus and Blackmagic not. So yeah, the thing is the reason that I focus on the gear that I focus on and this channel is because of who my audience is. And this is really important for your own content as well. I could talk about the Blackmagic cameras, the cinema cameras. I could talk about big Sony cameras. I could talk about Reds. I could talk about all of the cool camera gear out there, but my focus is getting you the best quality for the best budget price. And even at the Sony ZV-E10 price, some people don't feel like that's budget either, although it is. Trust me, it is. But that's kind of like where I focus. I've used Blackmagic cameras in the past, and they have their benefit. But another super chat. Thank you, Jason. Thank you. Yes, it's me, Tools. I don't have the overlays on my stream today because I wasn't supposed to go live. Yeah, thank you guys so much for the super chats. I appreciate each and every one of you. I love these like on the fly, like accidental streams. They're so much fun. And so, what was I saying? Oh yeah. So I focus on the if you're going to do a at your desk studio stream and you're not really moving around, you're not doing anything else that's like you need the extra special stuff, why would I want you to spend the money on those tools? I would rather you spend the money on something that's going to, help you make more money, which Sony ZV-10 versus a Blackmagic camera, if you don't need those extra features, that extra capabilities and all of that, plus the autofocus and low light capability, and those are all different. So yeah, like that's why I recommend what I recommend. And by the way, one of the big things that I'm working on last week and this week is a big project that is going to simplify the tech for you guys way more than I ever have before, and I'm so excited about it. I cannot even tell you. If you saw some of my social pics behind the scenes of my big mess, and some people were like, that's not a mess, girl, you need to like work on your messes, but it was like a disaster zone in here. I had pulled out all my camera stuff, all my gear. Thank you, Kenna, for the $10 super sticker. Oh, you guys are amazing. And you guys are so sweet. It's all good. You just give me great advice. You are very welcome. Thanks for asking on a Sunday. But yeah, so, what was I going to say? Yeah. So, look forward to that. I hope that it's not too far away. I hope that it's this month, but I'm not promising any dates until I get closer to it, but just stick around. Absolutely. You guys are gonna love what I'm working on for you. I just know it. Okay. I thought you were going live from the American Handball Final. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing, and I don't have the ability to watch the Super Bowl. I don't have any subscriptions that allow for it. But I was just talking about earlier I couldn't think about what the word a halftime show was, and I called it a mid-game concert or something. I don't know. Victor, testing yesterday too. Nice. I love it. That's interesting. So Creator Classroom is still waiting on Diagonal Live. That's funny. So Creator Classroom was mentioning, like, with the biggest problem with Vertical Live. So there are a couple of big problems with Vertical Live. The reason for it, and for it having its own feed and also visibility in the Shorts feed, is that you have the bigger potential of discovery, right? Shorts is on YouTube, the platform. Shorts is going to be your widest net for discovery potential, and so that's a cool part of having vertical lives, is that you are open up to a bigger, wider net of potential audience members. The downside of that is it's not very targeted. I don't know much, and hopefully we find out more about like how the algorithm will kind of work to really place, or if it's a bit more just like open. But it is definitely not as targeted as your search-based content would be, or your discovery content on home feed and things like that. So you're going to wind up with a whole bunch of people who are just like, ah! Like, it's like today, I was watching D, and yesterday Nick was live, and I know that he was dealing with a lot of people coming in and just like asking random questions. D was getting political questions and Super Bowl questions. He was like, I don't know. Like, you know, so I know that there's it's going to be a little bit more. And poor Doug, who moderates on both of those channels, Doug Houston was just like banhammering like constantly. So, you know, there is going to be a shift in the kind of quality viewers that you get. And so that's something to keep in mind. And it may not be something that you want to do, but you absolutely have a potential of doing certain things. And this is another video that I'm working on about what you should do to be able to target the right content to this bigger general audience, and what would work and how you can kind of format it so that you actually get more potential of a good audience coming in. And so there's just a lot of strategy around that I think people, from what I see in the vertical stream feed, I will just say, is a bit of a mess in there right now, but everybody's just trying it. And so we shall see. And I, you know, I was going to go live vertically tomorrow during a shoot, but we'll see. Vertical live is meant as a new easy way for people to start streaming, like shorts are meant for new people to start making videos. Yeah, it can be more casual, accessible, and serendipitous. It does feel very random to me as well. I was shooting some B-roll of the feed, and I kept getting like things that I would never want to put out on my channel as B-roll. And I was like, okay, like anything, I was like looking for animal content, like, cause that's safe, right? Like I was getting political stuff, and I was getting like some other weird stuff that I just won't say. And so like, I was just like, where's the animal content? I want the animal content. So I kept like trying to, you know, like pause on the animal content because it's safe. Oh, that's cute. Oh, so yes, it's me, Tools. You're in South Africa. Nice. Love it. Sorry, I don't know how you say that. I'm going to screw it up, so I'm not going to say it at all. Oh no, Chantel wasn't there yesterday. That sucks. Hey, Sandy, how are you? Hey, Debbie. Okay, for those of you just joining, obviously a lot of people just joining, this is obviously a test. I was doing multiple tests in a row and testing different philosophies for going live to multiple streams, multiple platforms at the same time in various different aspect ratios so that I can do a tutorial about it. I have my, you can see, oh, hold on, let me see what I'm showing you. I don't have Ecamm up. You can see my, my background is down right now because I've been shooting, so let's see. Yeah, so here's the problem that I have, you guys. I have like 6 different videos I could do on vertical live streams, and I'm like, is that too much for y'all? So poll, or say yes or no. Is 6 videos in the next couple of weeks on vertical lives and spice? I mean, like, I'll put in other things because I have other hot topics at the moment as well. But if you saw like 6 videos on vertical lives plus some other stuff in the next couple of weeks, would that be too much? Would you be like, Luria, stop it with the vertical live? Like, I don't even want it, but a lot of interest is going on right now. So yes, no, all the vertical lives, or really condense it down. You tell me. I will do what you tell me to do. I always want options, so yes. Okay. Creator doesn't plan on doing vertical lives. I think that would be a potential mistake, to be honest. If you follow my strategies, which I'm doing some testing of as well, but I have some, content strategy is one of my like geeky, the things that I love to geek out on. And I have some thoughts around what you should be doing with vertical lives from a strategic standpoint to, one, attract the right audience, and two, to capture them. So I'm going to be testing that stuff out, of course, but also keep in mind that if you follow the right strategy, it could actually be beneficial, especially right now when everybody's seeing it, right? So it's okay. Do more for the people. More info, the better. Okay. Yes, for all the formats. No, Mike doesn't want. Everybody else wants, but Mike. Okay. Mike, I apologize in advance. I'm just reading. Oh no. I'm not even reading that out loud, creator. Oh boy. I want to see everything. Yes, I'd love to hear more. Okay. Oh, okay, cool. When I first started on Facebook 7 years ago, it was vertical. Well, I was doing landscape, but it did have the capability of vertical, yes. But you could do either. I've seen creators on my niche going live off the cuff a lot more. And I think some of those, those live streams are going to be really important. And if you can capture, here's my theory on vertical lives. I'll just go ahead and tell you, and then I'll put it in actual content, into an actual video. But one of my theories is on the vertical live that your only focus is going to be to capture people's attention and likability. It's value, yes, but more so personality. If you can do that, you have more chance to get them into your content, into your channel. But I don't think that you're going to have a lot of take rate or a high take rate if you're doing the same kind of content that you do on your normal videos and live streams. Just don't see that happening. So I think you have to take a TikTok-like approach of personality first, and really capture people's attention. And it's a balancing act between attracting the right audience for your content and that personality. So working on some stuff for you. I'm going to be testing some stuff. So you guys will see me in vertical mode live streams quite a bit, probably over the next few weeks. And then I'll kind of figure out my own strategy for my own channel as well. 6 videos for vertical and 1 for diagonal. Okay, Marcus, I'll work on that. That should be my April Fool's joke. Diagonal video is out now. That would be funny. Oh boy. So I don't know what this is referring to. Andrea, I'm coming to your question. I'm going to stay on. So I didn't see the question that Renee is responding to from Chill Gaming, but he said the algorithm wants people to enjoy what they're watching, so the key is to focus on the audience, not the algorithm. Think like the viewer. What will make the viewers happy? And that's the reason that I'm leaning towards the thought process of we really got to capture them on the personality, on the human side of things, which is why I'm talking about live streams in vertical live. I'm going to be shooting a lot this week with some new projects that I was teasing you guys about earlier. And so I'm going to be doing some behind the scenes content there through vertical live. And if you have the right mix of content and personality, I think you're going to have a much higher take rate to actually move them in. Andrea said, question, you've had recent emails about becoming a guest on podcasts. What are the main differences between live stream interviews and podcasts, just different platforms? There's another. So you guys, this was the start of my, all the videos that I need to make, like ASAP. And podcasts is one of those. I was asking you guys on our Friday live stream about podcasts and how much, do you want to learn more about podcasts? And that was one of the big questions that was coming up is, well, what's the difference between podcasts and live streams? Because right now we're in a stage of podcasting as a whole over the years. almost 2 decades of podcasts, right? And we're in this stage where it's all kind of becoming one and the same. And the real difference is the platform that you're posting it to. So on YouTube, it's now a live stream and a podcast, or can be. It could be an uploaded podcast. If you're posting to Spotify, they don't have live. So that would just be a podcast, right? So it's almost in platform language versus anything else. And so what the whole point of those emails that I've been sending is that most people forget to actually do the biggest thing that will get you the biggest audience growth, the biggest expertise, like establish your expertise in your industry. They just ignore this whole idea of using other audiences, other shows who already have the audience that you're looking for, to grow your audience. You go on their show, whether we're talking about a live stream, a podcast, a short form video collab. Like, you could do this in a number of different ways, but you need to get in front of other people's audiences. This is something that I've done just a ton over the years, and it is incredibly valuable for getting your name out there, for getting a reputation for what you do, and growing an audience that where you don't have to like find them, or you're not relying on the algorithms. You're relying on collaborations and providing value to other people's shows and their existing audiences. And so this is what I've been emailing about. It's like a free directory that I've been partnered up with to provide a bonus on, and that it's just basically a directory of shows that are actually out there looking for guests to have on their show. So they have contact information. It's just like, hey, here's a list of all these people who are looking for guests. Find your category, go contact them, start growing your audience. So that's kind of what I've been talking about. And I think it's such a valuable way of providing value more, helping more people, and establishing your bigger audience. So, but in terms of like your question about why, or like how you would differentiate all of it, it's in format, it's in what you want to call it. Like, I could call my live show, I couldn't call my current live show, but if I were like doing an interview style, which I used to do a lot of, if I were still doing interviews live, I could call that a podcast. If I wanted to just provide a whole bunch of value and showcase, here's how you accomplish this, I could call that a podcast. So where are you putting it? How are you formatting it? What do you want to call it? Do you want to call it a live show? Do you want to call it a podcast? You could do both, which is an interesting, which is really interesting about where we are in this industry at the moment. And you guys know I started this 18 years ago. And when I started, there was no differentiation about video podcasts, about audio podcasts versus video versus live. There really wasn't a differentiation, and now there is. So, let's see. Okay, going back to questions. Renee, what ratio was quick on the N95, vertical or square? Oh God. So for those of you who don't know, when I first started live streaming, it was back to my own audience. It was back in 2007 when the only way you could do that from a phone was on the Nokia N95. And so I literally bought that phone for the app QIK, and started streaming to my audience from my phone. And so that's when I kind of like first started. And I was also using Ustream at the time for like more professional streams. But it was not vertical, definitely. I'm going with square. I don't really remember specifically, but it was so low quality, it had to have been just square, totally. Because it wouldn't, like, the Nokia, I'm trying to correct myself if I'm wrong, but I think it had to have been square. Live stream makes it sound so chill and cool. What is such an awesome term. Thanks. I've been using that term. I made that term up years ago just to differentiate like a live stream versus like a raw personality, like let's connect as human beings stream. Okay, that's totally fair. If you decide you don't want to use vertical live streaming, you don't have to. Like, you guys get to make. My job is to let you know what to do and how to do it, and you get to make your own decisions for your own audience, for sure. Debbie wants vertical. Wants diagonal, I mean. Vertical always makes you look thinner. I don't know about that. I think I have my own hang-ups about vertical lives from my phone, especially. From software, it doesn't do it as much, but from your phone, I don't know, vertical lives kind of don't make me look the way I want to look. That's for sure. I'm not going to say anything more about that, but struggle with this, just the setup and not showcasing my canvas screen. So here's what's cool. Okay. I know you do a lot of screen sharing, creator. And so the cool thing about vertical is that you could do this top bottom thing with showing your screen and also having your camera, and where it's like a tutorial and your camera at the same time in vertical. I just think that's a kind of a cool look that's engaging for people who are watching. So anybody who's in the crafter scene, you could have your top down demo camera on the bottom or the top and your face camera on the other, and that would actually be super beneficial to you. Mike, okay, so you've done dozens of guesting on podcasts, but they never led to more followers. Maybe I need to do them differently. So that's what the link that I posted, if you download, I don't know if you have it or not yet, but if you download that, inside, after the download, you get access to a bonus that I created that is about, and also another bonus that is not me. And both of those are about like how you show up and what you do during the interview, and then how you lead them into your audience. Definitely, I have done it. I've done them where it doesn't actually produce any results for me. But also, you must consider the fact that it's not necessarily about the direct line in, or that you see Mary Jo on that comment and you now see Mary Jo in your comments. Like, it may not be that. Brand awareness matters, audience transfer matters, but also it may be kind of a longer term thing for certain types of content. But yes, you can definitely do the right things during the podcast interview and after in order to get more transfer of the audience. And Debbie, I never look the way I want to look. So say we all. So say we all. yeah, probably 4:3 aspect ratio. I'm for sure. Hold on, my screen is like, you're missing Super Bowl. Wait, hold on. I don't know, when does I'm so confused because somebody said the Super Bowl doesn't start until like for hours more. But is the Super Bowl going on right now? You're so square. Haha, Stuart. Marianne, what? Top and bottom? What is this thing you talk about? Okay, Marianne, you should definitely be taking advantage of this with your content. Holy cow. Yeah. So, okay, now I have another video I have to do. But no, maybe I can put that of like how you do the top bottom, because I think that is one of the best use cases for vertical live streams. And this is super beneficial because I'm actually coming up with more ideas. Yeah, if you're doing any kind of demo cam review, or like your reviewing content or your crafting content, or you want to have a behind the scenes, camera or something like that with vertical content, you can do so many cool things. So I will work on it. And I hope to have a special announcement soon from somebody magical. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Just a little like tease there. Unboxing content, abso-freaking-lutely. Another video, please. Okay, pre-match hype is on. Okay, if you guys, no judgment. I wasn't even supposed to be live today, so no judgment if you want to go watch the Super Bowl. I totally get that might be more interesting than hanging out with me. Crooked video and everything, because I'm not even really, I am not in my studio. I'm just like literally hanging out at the couch testing things. Super Bowl is in 30 minutes. Got it. Okay. Top bottom is the way the gamers do their TikToks. Exactly. Yeah. Marco hates football. Okay. You know, I don't watch sports. I used to play. Little known fact about me, if y'all care, having nothing to do with live streaming or video. But I used to play as a kid. I played every sport. I was huge into sports. I could have probably gone pro on tennis, which is a weird thing. But I was really, really good at tennis. I was really terrible at basketball. I played basketball for like one season, maybe even half a season. But I remember, I was really good at most of them, but this basketball situation was, I just remember being really bad at it. But we were in a game, and I was running down, I finally had the basketball, and I was running down the court, and I hear everybody cheering, and I kind of like remember thinking like, that's a weird cheer. And then I make the goal. Or like make the basket, or whatever we call it in basketball. I make the shot, and I realized I got so excited, and I was pretty young at this point, grant you, but I got so excited that I made the shot, and then I realized I made it for the wrong team. So I was not so good at basketball. I was great at tennis. I was great at, what else did I do? I think I did softball for a while. I danced for a while. So I've done like all of the different things, and I actually really like watching good games. Like I will watch a good game. Oh, I love sitting at a baseball game. Like I would go to a stadium and just like have a Sunday afternoon just watching a chill, baseball game for sure. But I don't I don't care enough to pay a streaming service to have access to the sports, season or anything like that. But yeah, Super Bowl viewership is tanking because Luria is live. Hardly. Oh boy. Okay, lots of you don't like watching the Super Bowl or sports. I was competitive at tennis too. Nice, Stan. You go. Both of us. Ryan, I'm guessing that's a sarcastic remark. I hope Manchester United wins the Super Bowl thing. Go Manchester! I don't know who's playing. I literally don't know who's playing the Super Bowl today. I don't watch sports either, but the Super Bowl is about eating, friends, funny ads, etc. The game is just on in the background. Fair enough. You enjoy it however you want to enjoy it. Today, I'm contenting, and I am making some YouTube videos, so that's what I'm doing instead. No sports for me. I did drama in a past life. Debbie, I hear you on that one. Love baseball. Baseball is awesome. Kathleen! Going live to a game is okay, but not on a TV. That's fair. I have never been to a hockey game in person. I've been to plenty of, I grew up in Texas. I did YouTube videos from the Dallas Cowboys stadium. I've seen a lot of football games. And I have yet to go to a hockey game. And I hear it's a violent situation, but I don't know. There's something I haven't done it, so I want to. So at one point, I want to go to a hockey game, but we'll see. Hobby is watching cycling stuff right now. Do they still do the Puppy Bowl though? Okay. We're totally tangenting. If you just joined, It's just a casual stream. I was testing a bunch of stuff and we're just talking about whatever you guys want to talk about. But do they still do the Puppy Bowl stream? Like before the pre or sidebar Puppy Bowl? Like, is that still a thing? Because I used to love watching that. That was super cute. I did all the sports in high school and university, then slowly waned away from it when life started happening. That's fair. That is fair. Yes, Mike, I saw that you commented on contenting earlier. I laughed at that joke. That was funny. Roy Kent is my favorite soccer personality. Yes. Ted Lasso for the win. I stayed away from Ted Lasso for a long time because I don't do... So, okay. I don't do like sitcoms. I don't like watching sitcoms for some reason. Like they just are not my thing. I love drama. I love, sci-fi and stuff like that, but I don't like sitcoms. Anyway, so I stayed away from Ted Lasso for many seasons, and then finally I was like, okay, everybody's talking about this thing like it's the best thing in the world. So I watched it and I fell in love with it. So there you go. I need to watch a hockey game in Vegas or LA. They do pre-gaming well. Okay, interesting. They do still do the Puppy Bowl? Oh, that's the best. So, yeah, so the solar eclipse is happening April 8th. I did hear about that. I know some people who are going to, like, Texas, where it's supposed to be, like, the best viewing. I heard somebody else was going somewhere else along the path. The path is definitely not where I live. So there's that. But I know some people who are literally traveling to go to the path to stream it. So it's not really my thing to set up to stream it. There's not my kind of stream, but I will be interested in seeing what other people do for sure. Christian, Launchpad, how are you? Yeah. Casual streams are my favorite. Welcome to the casual stream. I should be doing this a vertical, but I wasn't supposed to be testing vertical live. I was testing vertical live in a different way. I'm going to be in the path of totality for sure. Nice. So, okay. So, Christian, are you going to be streaming it? Because if Christian is streaming the solar eclipse, then you guys should absolutely watch his channel. Go subscribe to his channel because he's got the knowledge of all of that stuff way more than me. So, and he probably could actually accomplish it. You hadn't considered streaming the eclipse? What is wrong with you? Okay, sorry. I'm getting a little passionate. Christian, you should consider that for sure. For sure. Or at least do commentary on somebody's stream, right? Like, I don't know, who streams the solar eclipses? Surely somebody big is doing that. But like you could do commentary of it. That would be an interesting thing for your channel as well. Launchpad Astronomy. So if you see Launchpad Astronomy, his name is Christian. He kills it when it comes to anything like astronomy and things that I don't even know how to pronounce. So he's amazing. You'll be able to work something out for sure. So let me know, Christian, DM me. Let me know if you do. That way I can share the love. Go vertical now, just with your laptop sideways, and tell everyone you're vertical. Sure, I'll get right on that. Oh boy. So is Manchester's, like, is that actually one of the, okay, tell me, who is playing today? Puppy Bowl is being done on Discovery Channel. Oh, okay, nice. Nice. That makes sense. You just have to stream that, Christian. You're my go-to for all things space. Yes. Okay. All right, you guys, I'm supposed to be creating content, and I am, and you guys are helping me create better content out of your questions. But I should probably get back to it. I now have to, I'm really hoping that my next step does not actually send me live again. But I have to know which buttons are going to lead you down the wrong path. And so forgive me if you get another notification. I will kill it immediately if I do. But definitely join me like over the week. Keep notifications on my channel, because the best thing that you can do is watch what I do. Is not you pay attention to what I say to do, absolutely. But one of the best things that you can do around my world is actually just pick apart what I'm doing, because you learn so much by that. I do that for people I follow and who I admire, like on the entrepreneur business side of things. Like I just literally watch what they're doing, how they're saying things. So like that's something to consider. I will be going live over the next couple of weeks, testing out a lot of my theories with vertical lives and the right strategies content wise. So yeah, do it again. This is fun. Okay. We make mistakes so you don't have to. Exactly. Don't make you go away. I'm sorry. I do need to actually finish some content. So San Fran 49ers and Kansas City Chiefs. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for the info. Okay. I'm going to retest my theories on the tech and make sure that that's solid. And then I'm going to go record this video and look for more content, specifically content. I've got a ton of gear, as you know, if you pay attention to my Friday live shows. Holy cow. I've got a ton of gear, but right now my focus is vertical lives, Facebook live in groups and all of the craziness that's happening there, podcast content, and then all of this gear. I have mixers, I have mics, I have lots of gear to do videos about. Lots and lots and lots of gear. So much that I'm stepping over it and hopefully not breaking it every step I make in this apartment, in this tiny little thing. So one of these days I'm going to get a place that can handle a little bit more gear. Yes, there's a football game. Yes, reverse engineer the stuffing out of me. That's funny. Oh, you guys, I freaking adore you. Do we tell Luria that the KC Chefs has a super fan in Taylor Swift, or do we ignore that pop culture reference? Okay, Classic Mag. That's one thing I do know, because I can't ignore it. I was saying to a friend recently, the fact that I know that Taylor Swift is dating a football guy, I didn't know which team he belonged to or whatever, and that she's making her way from a Japan concert to the football game in the same day, and that there's an airline that created an airline flight number just for that, just for her, like, situation. That's all I know. But like, the fact that I know that much is telling you how much inescapableness there is out there of this Taylor Swift / whoever this guy's name is. And I apologize, that's not dissing anybody. I don't pay that close of attention. But the fact that I even know it, oh man, it's everywhere. Nearly time for your national anthem. I will not be doing the national anthem, that is for sure. Oh, see? How am I not? Like, okay, Christian didn't even know that. There you go. But, yeah, I was aware that she is dating somebody because everybody was on my feed saying, Taylor Swift is going to the Super Bowl! I was like, what is happening right now? I know. Kevin, I know you're impressed with me right now. I'm just going to accept it. Okay, I'm gonna go content. I hope you guys enjoy the Puppy Bowl or the Super Bowl or family and friends and good eats or whatever it is you're gonna do next. Thank you for hanging out with me on a Sunday and goofing off with me. I just appreciate you, Region, who is Taylor Swift. Fair enough. I love you guys. Be paying attention. I'm going to be doing lots, and I've got lots of videos coming down the pipeline for you. I will, of course, be live officially on Friday for our live show. And I've got some really cool projects that you are definitely going to want to pay attention to that I will tell you ASAP. All right, have a wonderful rest of your weekend. If you haven't done something nice for yourself, absolutely, go take care of yourself. I sat in the sun, did a 45-minute walk along the beach. Oh, it was beautiful yesterday. So go take care of yourself so that you can show up for others in the best way possible. I love you guys. Bye.